Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the third Superman movie. After the success of the first two Superman movies, Warner Bros. Made another sequel, Superman 3. Superman 3 was directed by Richard Lester. At this point in time, Richard Donner was no longer part of the directing of the franchise. Unlike the second movie, Richard Lester only directed parts of the second movie. In this movie, he directed the whole movie from start to finish. It was once again produced by Pierre Spangler. The screenplay was once again done by David and Leslie Newman. The movie stars Christopher Reeves, Richard Pryor, Annette O'Toole, Robert Vaughn, Pamela Stephenson, Annie Ross, Jackie Cooper, and Mark McClure. Superman 3 is about Gus Gorman, who was a computer programmer, is hired by Ross Webster, a financial tycoon who wants to seize control of the weather satellite and humiliate Colombia's coffee crop. Superman manages to stop Webster's plan. Webster commands Gus to locate some kryptonite, which is Superman's weakness. A missing unknown element of the kryptonite replaced by Gorman, which causes tar and a side effect to Superman to make him go downhill and makes Superman evil. Superman 3 was released on June 17, 1983. The movie made $80.2 million at the box office. Unlike the first previous two Superman films that did very well at the box office financially, this was the first time a Superman film did not do well at the box office and failed financially. Yeah, at this point in the Superman series, the franchise was going downhill, and this movie was the downfall of the Superman franchise. The movie is bad as one of the weakest Superman movies, but it's not like all bad or the worst movie ever made. It has its highlights and lowlights. I'm also not gonna lie, when I was a little kid watching this, I used to like it, but the thing is, when you're a kid, you think everything is like great and a masterpiece, but as an adult, you're a lot more critical and a lot more opinionated than you were when you were a little kid. The one good thing about Superman 3 was Annette O'Toole as Lana Lanf. You were all familiar with Annette O'Toole as Beverly in the Stephen King It miniseries. It's very ironic because she would go on to play Martha Kent on Smallville 20 years later in the 2000s. I remember watching an interview with her. She said that she was a huge Superman fan as a little kid growing up, and was at a shock and awe with working with Christopher Reeves on this film, feeling like he really was the real Superman. Another good part of Superman 3, this is probably the best part of the film, was seeing how Christopher Reeves as evil Superman versus good Clark Kent at the junkyard. You can tell Christopher Reeves was having a blast with that scene, enjoying himself playing a different type of Superman's alter ego. One part I want to point out, when the world is being controlled by computers and Webster's sister's trapped and turned into a robot, I feel like they were pointing out Brainiac. That scene scared the heck out of me as a little kid watching this scene. It was like something out of a horror movie in a way. Pamela Stephenson's character is like they were like pointing out the stereotypical dumb blonde, yet there are moments in the movie where her character is smart, and I guess she has like some scientific background, I guess. Also, one thing I noticed about Pamela Stephenson in this film is like her voice changed a little bit. Like, she has like a squeaky voice when she flirts with Superman, but then she talks like a regular every now and then from time to time. Even though the first two Superman movies had some like funny one-liners, comedic moments, but this movie goes a little bit overboard with the opening scene, for instance. It looked like something out of a slapstick screwball comedy. Richard Pryor, one of the funniest guys, I'm sorry, but Richard Pryor and his Superman movie does not mix well together for me. It's like mixing frozen yogurt and vinegar. That does not mix very well together. I can sort of maybe see like why some people enjoy his performance in this movie because he lightens the mood. I mean, he's not terribly bad, he just doesn't really do it that much for me in this movie. Also, the story in this movie is a little bit ridiculous and silly at times. Robert Vaughn, who I think was a really good, great actor, was in a lot of good like movies and TV shows like The Magnificent Seven, The A-Team, and The Man from U.N.C.L.E. But in this movie, he's basically playing like a poor man's version of Lex Luthor because Gene Hackman turned down the part of coming back as Lex Luthor for this film. And sometimes I feel like that's another thing. This movie has like a lot of like poor man's version, like poor man's version of Brainiac, poor man's version of Bizzaro, and poor man's version of, like I said before, Lex Luthor. It also saddens me that Margot Kidder did not have a big role in this movie as Lois Lane. Part of the reason why is because she had a problem with the suit and how she hated the way Richard Donner was treated during the making of Superman 2. And she was wanting to demand more money, but the suit would not allow her to have the money and proper salary she wanted. I'm not gonna lie, there's really not a lot I have to say about this movie other than the fact that it's one of the weakest Superman movies, but it's a little bit more forgiving compared to what I'm about to review next for Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Oh boy, Lord save me. So yeah, Superman 3, it's not a bad movie, at the same time, it's just not a good movie. So that was my review of Superman 3, stay tuned for my next review, Superman 4, and again, oh boy.